What an absolute disaster day. The two lead gappers, MESO and MDGS. There was two moves, and I called them out, and I wanted to do them. One on MESO that I just missed. I didn't get my entry. I wasn't quick enough. I can't really blame that on anything but myself. I'm still not really 100%, and it's a little bit annoying. I'm like a little drained on energy, and I just feel like getting aggressive in the morning. I always say that's my favorite time, so I really don't like when I don't get aggressive in the morning and then I get aggressive in the afternoon like today, and then I make a big mistake. Almost all my big mistakes are from that. So guys, learn from me. Learn from my mistakes. I hope you guys do find value in these recaps and in those live streams. And then MDGS, I'll show you guys in the chart in a little bit. That was a perfect red to green move. I wanted to get aggressive. Again, I missed it, my entry by like 2 cents. I'm like, oh, too conservative there. Runs up 60%. So it's just, getting aggressive at the wrong time, I guess, is the big lesson today. And it's nothing really new. It's just the curse of April on me, at least. I don't know. Amateur hour mistakes for me. And right now, even worse, we got MDGS running up again. And yeah, I don't know, whatever. The day's over. I'm going to enjoy my weekend. I'm going to try to restart a little bit. I'm going to try to hopefully be able to get some workout in. I don't know. Are you able to work out when you're still on antibiotics? I have no idea. Either way, I just need to I usually spend like 30 to 45 minutes a day working out before the live stream. I would always be in there really fresh. I'd be ready to go. I'd be really aggressive with my entries and exits. And then today, or just the last week, I'm just kind of like a blob, and I could definitely feel that affecting my trading. I always say don't trade hungover, don't trade sick, yada yada. And I'm not really sick anymore. I'm just not 100%, and it's definitely kind of gone over into my trading. Whatever, enough rambling for me. Let's go to the charts so we get into the weekend. Don't forget to hit the like button, you guys, if you enjoy this. Hopefully raw and hopefully educational and helpful footage, or content. Footage sounds a bit weird. If you're totally new here, consider subscribing. We go live every morning at 9:15 a.m. to review the watch list and then trade the market open every single day. So if you want to join us, the chat room is good fun. I'd love to see you there, so definitely consider subscribing. Let's get into the charts now. Well, what a disaster today. Where to begin? Let's actually start with MESO, which was not one of our lead gappers, but it kind of was because the gap was a big gap. I mean, we're moving up around 150% here. We had a nice little rounded bottom here. I had a bit of a pullback, kind of a cup and handle pattern, and then just absolutely ripped 37% out of the gates pre-market. Just looking at MESO really makes me think like, first 15 minutes, I got to get super aggressive. And honestly, sometimes even 15 minutes before the market opens, I might need to be looking for more entries. That's kind of the path I was going down before I got sick. And, that's when we were still doing all right this month. After I got sick, I haven't really been 100%. And I think that was a big reason for the loss I took today. But we'll review that in a second. So very quickly, MESO, float of 81 million, coronavirus news. They're just up a lot, and they're way past the price range I want to be trading. They're way past the float I want to be trading. Market cap is 1.5 billion, not what I want to be trading. So I kind of was already pretty skeptical about MESO, and I didn't really want to trade it. So that's kind of probably why I left this one a bit on the back burner. The one time I really wanted an entry was right here at 14.48 for anything below 14.5. I tried to get an entry here. I just missed it by a hair of a second. I should have got a bit more aggressive even after the 1 minute bounce and try to get in somewhere here, because that could have been a really good trade and would have made me avoid averaging down into this loser. So that would have been the ticket with MESO. The reason I wanted to enter MESO here is because, this is where we had the breakout right around here at 15.7 area. Oops, sorry, there's a little ambulance outside. Probably take me away after a devastating day. And, we had the first bounce here. This was a nice, decent bounce, 9%. I didn't really, have too much faith in this bounce. And then we pulled back once, had a little dead cat bounce here, and then we pulled back again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one was red for a little bit, so 5 red candles at one point. And this is the last turnaround point. This was really that breakout pullback zone right here, that last area, and that's where I wanted to get aggressive. And it's a little unfortunate that I was too conservative here, because I ended up getting more aggressive later in the day when I typically don't want to be getting aggressive. So kind of annoying that I really messed MESO up on this, because this bounce could have been nice. Let's go ahead and check out MDGS. Let's talk about this loss that we had here. So the MDGS gapping up 125%, 2 million float, much nicer. Market cap 10 million, between $2 and $7, the ideal price range. Israel medical company, they had a partner, joint commercialization partnership for coronavirus gels, protection gel. Anyway, you guys could read about it on your own time, but the catalyst was there. It was a nice catalyst. Biogels to protect against coronavirus. So this company had a lot going for it. A lot of the former gaps, the spikes on this stock weren't really, weren't very long lived. So I was a little bit cautious about that. It does, however, we'll have, gap up, and then there'll be a spike, little gap up, spike, gap up, spike. It doesn't hold the highs well, and it already looks like it's not holding the highs well here, but there has been spikes. So this is a little bit annoying, because pre-market, what did I say? I was like, this is probably going to have a little bit of a pullback here, and I would like to do a bit of a buy here around, 2 in this support zone. We pulled all the way back. I think the max was around 2.5, 2.05. And I was looking, or 2.06 or something, and I was looking to enter at 2.03, 2.04. So again, I missed it by just a few cents, and it runs up 60%. So MESO and MDGS, it could have been such a good green day if I got more aggressive in the morning, and after 10:30, I just, I left. And again, that's like the rhetoric every time I have a red day. It seems like I just overstay my welcome a little bit, and that's why I'm a little bit annoyed today. It's because it's not that, I don't know, I just kind of traded in a way that I knew was not good. I tried to trade this first support line bounce, which was okay. It was a little bounce. It was just a little bit weak. I had my limit order right, like a few cents away. Again, I missed this. I just wanted to close this trade. I knew this wasn't going to be the best trade, and that's fine. I was not doing any sort of VWAP bounce or anything like that. I don't trade VWAP bounces. It just so happened it was also here. What I actually really like is when we break VWAP and we pull back to VWAP. That's one of my favorite backside moves. And that's why I bought again here. Thinking that we would have a little bit of move, test a VWAP, maybe even run all the way back to 2.85, and I would get out my whole position there for a small win or a small loss. I didn't really care. That was kind of my plan. Unfortunately, we didn't get that. We pulled back again here, and then we pulled back a second time here, and this was getting pretty bad, and I closed my loss position for a $270 loss. So this is pretty heavy duty loss here with MDGS. I think it might even be my biggest loss of the challenge. I would have to double check that. Percentage wise, it's not my biggest loss, but dollar wise, I think it might be. And that's just because I had pretty big position size. I mean, we had about, $2,750 position size at one point, because I put 2 trades into this one. Not really something that I wanted to do, but that's kind of what happened in the end. Yeah, so whatever. I mean, loss was basically a 10% loss. It's not the end of the world. 10% losses happen from time to time. It's really just the big position size that makes this loss seem much bigger than usual. Now we're having a little spike back up here. Honestly, just watching MDGS is just somehow painful. I don't even like watching it. Yeah, I think I traded this all right. I mean, this setup I do dozens of hundreds of times, even with crypto. Like I love these setups, and sometimes they just don't work out. So I probably could have cut my losses a little quicker, when this bounce was not as strong as I was hoping for. It's just, you don't know. You'll cut your losses quickly, 10 times in a row, and every time you cut too early. And then, the one time you hold a little bit longer, it doesn't, that's the time you should have cut extra early. So that's kind of how I think that's kind of how this trade just kind of turned out. It's just, it was the one that just didn't really work out. There's really not much more to say than that. Whatever, just tough loss. I mean, we can make this back in maybe, one really good trade, but we could make this back pretty quickly. It's just kind of annoying. This whole month, April, has just kind of been bothering me a little bit. Started off slow with 2 big losses, and I was just getting recovery mode. I was just, getting back to close to 7,000 account size, and then I got sick, and then it was just like blam. Basically lost a week, and then coming back was just slow, and I still don't feel 100%. I mean, I don't want to complain anymore. It's not me. It's just kind of going through one of those lulls right now, and I just got to get out of it. I still can't work out. I'm on antibiotics, so I think I just need a little bit of fitness, a little bit of energy coming back in me, a little bit of clarity in my mind, and I'm excited for when that all comes back. But at the moment, I'm just gonna have to kind of eat this one and kind of move on from there. So I hope you guys were able to learn something from this trade. Don't forget to leave a like, guys, if you appreciate this raw content, this daily recap stuff. It's good for me. I get to vent a little bit. I get to learn. I watch all my recaps again. So I hope I can constantly try to improve them and learn from them as well. If you're totally new here, we go live every morning at 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I live stream all my trading. So you guys all saw this trade live. So you guys, if you're interested in learning more about trading small caps, what to do, what not to do, like today, I'd love to see you on the stream. So definitely consider subscribing. And that's everything for today. Look, MDGS is just giving me the big old middle finger right now. All right, guys, I'll have a great weekend. Stay safe, make some awesome trades, stay healthy, don't get sick, just don't. It's not worth it. I will see you then first thing on Monday. Have a great weekend, guys. Ciao, ciao.